The Huron River.
Well, it's nice here in the booth, but it's rainy and cold on the field for today's game between
the Michigan Wolverines and the Michigan State Spartans. Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler, Lee Corso, and Kirk Herbstreit here to bring you all the action of this football game. The winner of today's fierce rivalry game will take home the Paul Bunyan Governor of Michigan trophy.
Michigan State comes into this game with a defensive plan of trying to shut down this wideout. This kid shows incredible toughness. He runs great routes across the middle of the field, and he can really make the big catch in the middle of the crowd. It'll be exciting to see how well he plays today.
Well, we're just about ready. Let's join in on the coin toss, brought to you by Coke Zero. Michigan is lined up to kick the ball off first, and we are ready to go. Kicks it off, and this game is underway. He'll return it from the 6. Tackle made at the 35-yard line. Now we'll get to see how this quarterback can do today as he comes out onto the field for the first time. First down, 10 yards to go. There are 3 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He drops back. Clears it out to the right to the halfback. He has some room. To the 20. To the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown. What a display of pure speed.
Anytime this guy touches the ball, he has the ability to go the entire length of the field with that speed.
And if I was calling plays, I would say, go run past everybody, and we'll throw it to you. He can fly.
Michigan State is up by 6, and he tacks on the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Michigan State to kick this one off. And this one's away. He's to the 10. He makes it out maybe to the 26-yard line. Well, they're down a touchdown. Let's see how this offense responds as they come onto the field for the first time.
You know, Brad, it's important that they respond here with a solid drive. The more momentum a team can build early in the game, the better off that team will be as the game wears on.
To the right and tackled immediately. 3-yard gain by the running back. 2nd and 7. Ball on the 29-yard line. And we got some fresh legs in there at tailback. He scrambled. Dangerous throw, and it's picked off. Brought down around the 30-yard line.
He does it all. Intercepts passes, stops the run. I think I've seen this guy in the stand selling popcorn.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 30-yard line. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Right in the middle, and he meets the defense. Gain of 2.
That was a great hit by the defender. He just drove the ball carrier right to the ground.
The defensive back's moving in closer. Ace backfield. He goes out of bounds at the 23-yard line. They get 5 yards on the play.
Not a bad play. They gained 5 yards out of it. Keep moving the defense back.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Here's a counter play. Couldn't shake free from a nice tackle there.
The safety made the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. I recommend to the offensive coordinator a little play action and throw the fade route where the safety used to be.
That's right, Lee. These guys are shooting up there when they see run, and it only takes one time to catch him out of position and take it to the house.
He didn't make it by much, but it counts.
That one looked wide from here. I don't know how he was able to sneak that one through the uprights.
Me either. That certainly wasn't the best kick of his career, but it did do the job. Like Brad said, it counts.
Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Decent kick. And he's tackled at the 37-yard line.
They threw a pick the last time out. Should be interesting to see what they do this time.
They better put some points on the board here, Kirk. Otherwise, the floodgates might be opening soon.
Well, they could start by just not turning the ball over here, Coach.
He's tackled at the 43-yard line. 6 yards on the carry. They're about 4 yards away here on second down. They line up in the jumbo set. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. It's third down and 6 to go. Ball on the 41. Backup tailback checks in now. Let's see if he gets some action. And as he throws, and it's going to be picked off. And he's tackled at the 47. Good job to pick that ball off.
He did a great job at getting in that passing lane and coming away with the ball.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 47. One-man backfield. Back to pass. Gets it off as he's hit. Complete. He goes out of bounds at the 39. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play, Kirk.
Well, that was an excellent route, and he did a great job of holding on to the football.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense.
Passes, and it's almost picked off. They're really fortunate that wasn't intercepted.
Not a very smart decision by the quarterback. He had no shot at completing.
Yeah, but that defender had a perfect shot at it. He just didn't catch it.
Hands it to the back. He makes it out to maybe the 36-yard line. And that'll be enough to move the chain.
You know, you can just look at the offensive line and see the surge. And that running back did a good job of reading the blocks to pick up the first down.
Oh, yeah, Kirk. The big uglies are getting it down up front, aren't they?
There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense.
First down. Look at the throw. Here comes the screen, and they can't connect.
Now, that ball was underthrown, and this quarterback is kicking himself right now. He knows it, too. He had a shot at making a nice play.
That's one of those passes that's really going to bother him when he watches the game film. I mean, he has the arm to make that throw.
You're absolutely right, Kirk. He just has to make it happen next time.
Tackle around the 31-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup for the tailback.
5-yard gain on the play.
Third down again. The defensive back's moving in closer.
The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field.
Throws incomplete.
That's not a bad decision right there. He's just got to give his man a shot at catching it.
Yep, he put a little bit too much on that pass.
The kick is away. It's long enough. And the field goal is good. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. They line up to kick this one away. He kicks it. Someone down there just a little bit slow to get up. They'll go to work at the 36. First down, 10 yards to go. They line up in the jumbo set. He's got the corner. He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. A pickup of about 3.
The running back just didn't have any room to move, Kirk.
That's because the defense called the blitz at the right time. They were able to come after the running back before he went for big yards.
Going over the middle, intercepted. He's taken down at the 48. That's another big play by this defense.
You would think they have a copy of the offense's playbook or something. That's their third pick of the half.
You know, Coach, I think it's finally time for the offense to start making some adjustments. They're playing terrible right now, and they really just need to stop giving the ball away.
The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field.
Here's the give. He dances around, but they're still able to bring him down. 7-yard play.
7-yard gain on the play.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. And we got the backup in there now at running back. He drops back. Complete. Has some daylight. And they make the stop around the 19-yard line. Nice play there to pick up the first down.
Kirk, that was quite an acrobatic catch. They don't get much better than that.
No doubt. He did a great job of getting up in the air, ignoring the defenders, and coming down with the ball.
And they swap out the running back now for this next play. Flares it and almost had it intercepted. That might be the biggest drop of the game so far.
Yeah, he did a heck of a job in coverage. He just didn't finish the play off.
And that's why I guess he's not a wide receiver.
They hand it off again. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5.
5-yard gain.
Third down, 5 yards to go. Ball on the 14-yard line. One-man backfield. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. So this passing game continues to be successful here in the first quarter.
Well, the quarterback is making great reads, and he's doing a good job of finding his open receiver.
He has over 100 yards passing right now, and he'll get 500 if this defense doesn't slow him down.
They got a little bit there, but less than a yard.
No gain on the play.
It's second and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. Throws into coverage, just picked off. What an interception by the cornerback.
I love it. A defensive back with soft hands. This kid can play.
Very interesting first quarter.
The score here in Ann Arbor is
Michigan State 13, Michigan nothing.
Michigan, nothing.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. Hands it off. And we'll take a break while the injured players attended to. It's second and 4 to go. Ball on the 26-yard line. They're packed in tight on the line. Takes it right and brought down right away. Just about 3 yards there. It's third down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker. And they'll bring in the goal line set for this one. He makes it to the 32-yard line, and they get the first.
Yeah, good job by the quarterback of feeling where the opening was and getting enough for the first and 10.
They line up in the jumbo set. And he stopped behind the line. And that was not a good call offensively.
Nah, not a good call, only because they lost yardage. I'll tell you, I've seen plays like this where the tailback breaks one and goes for a touchdown.
You're right, Lee. You can never tell.
Can't find anyone open. He throws on the run. He almost had it, but it's incomplete.
Number 4, the intended receiver on the play.
So we're looking at another third down here. They'll work from the shotgun. Under heavy pressure, and they got it. Well, they sent the cornerback, and he was able to make the sack.
The offensive line was just too slow to pick him up. By the time they saw him, it was just too late.
I think they sent 8 guys on that blitz. So as a quarterback, if you don't get the ball away quickly, then you're in real trouble.
And the offense will take the field, and they're certainly hoping to do better than they did in their last drive, which ended with a turnover.
The offense needs to be more careful on this drive, Kirk.
Especially since this defense is so good at taking advantage of mistakes.
He drops back. He's got it with room to run.
The quarterback and his receiver make a great play here and convert on an early down.
Makes the stop at the 38-yard line.
So it's second down and about 2 yards to go.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense.
Catches it, and he's looking for more. Brought down at the 46.
That's a great job by both the quarterback and the receiver. The quarterback made a great read and throw, and the receiver split the zone coverage with a beautiful post route. Well done.
They go with the run. Gets to about the 44-yard line. They'll get 2 on that one. The defense comes up tight on the coverage.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen.
Here's the option. He's on the run. He picks it up. He's all alone. The 10. He's all the way. Touchdown. Oh, what a run.
Well, anytime you let the quarterback get a huge gain like that on the ground, you got to be upset with your team.
My point exactly, Kirk. The defensive coaches need to get these guys better prepared next time.
He makes the PAT. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Michigan State is lining up to kick this one off. And this one's away. And he'll return this one from the 7th. And down he goes at the 34. So the offense takes over. And they'll try to figure out this defense as they forced them to punt the last time they had the ball. They'll take over at the 34-yard line. First down, 10 to go. And we got the backup in there now at running back. Now he tries to buy some time. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. He gets hit out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And he has a huge gain.
And I like the decision-making ability of this quarterback. He looks and looks. He sees nothing. He didn't get rattled. He sees some green in front of him, and he takes off. Ends up with a great run.
He's scrambling. Throws complete. He's got room to work. Out of bounds at the 29. Good yardage that time on the pass.
And how do you like that quarterback? Whew, what a throw. He just had the right touch on that football.
Lee, you're right. Beautiful looking pass there by the young quarterback.
Back to pass. There's a strike complete. He's down. They just took what the defense gave them on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
From the gun. Got his receiver. Dropped it. Incomplete.
Number 11, the intended receiver on the play.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 19.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation.
Scrambling around. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. And that sets them up with a first and goal. They move the sticks after another first down.
Impressive drive by this offense so far. I really like what they're doing by keeping this defense on their heels and moving the ball downfield.
He scrambled.
Throws complete, touchdown. My goodness, guys, that was a spectacular play by the wide receiver.
The coach has gone to great lengths to shepherd his receivers, and we've seen the results on the field.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary.
Michigan is lining up to kick this one off. He sends this one deep. And we'll take a break while the injured player is attended to. They'll take over at the 24.
First down, 10 yards to go. Single back set, 3 wide receivers.
He drops back. Swatted away.
Hey, Coach, they are pretty lucky that ball wasn't picked off. The receiver needs to become the defender in this type of situation.
That's true, Kirk. A little role reversal.
The defensive back's moving in closer.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense.
And it's knocked down.
Way to keep your head on a swivel, kid. That was a nice job of locating the football and knocking it down to prevent the completion.
Sure was, Coach. He put himself in great position to make a play.
Little screen pass. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 31.
There's nothing better for a defensive mindset than to get a 3 and out. I mean, a turnover, of course, is a positive play, and a coach will take that any day of the week. But to know you've stopped the best their offense has to offer for 3 straight plays, that's a confidence builder.
And on 4th down, this offense has to punt the ball away.
And down he goes at the 40-yard line.
So it's time to see this offense go to work again.
I think we'll see them continue to pound it out on the ground, Kirk.
As well, it worked very well for them the last time out. This defense couldn't stop them from moving the ball and inevitably finding the end zone.
He rolls out to the left. He's wrapped up for the sack.
There's not too much the quarterback can do there.
Yeah, the protection broke down. The defense was in the backfield in a hurry, and they brought the quarterback down. Nice play.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He's in trouble, brought down.
How about the athletic move by that kid? Unbelievable for his size.
Boy, is he an amazing athlete. You know what happened there? The offensive line was so focused on picking up the blitz, they forgot about blocking the defensive lineman.
He's going to try and scramble. Wants to go long and does. He goes down at the 17. Great pass play.
This guy comes up with a great catch here. He's got good hands. And when he's on, there's no one in America that can catch him.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 17. They line up in the shotgun. Heads left, looking downfield. He gets hit out of bounds at the 13-yard line. A pickup of 4 on the play. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 13.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation.
Scrambling around. Now he's going to run, and watch out. There's a player hurt. It doesn't look to be that bad. Here they go. 1st and goal, down by a couple of possessions. Backup quarterback into the game now to call the signals. He throws. Picked off by the senior.
This quarterback better start making better decisions in the passing game. Otherwise, this corner will come up with even more picks in the future.
First and 10. The defense comes up tight on the coverage.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. They go with the back, and he's got room. A 7-yard run by the running back.
7-yard gain.
2nd and 3 coming up. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. We've reached halftime, and I don't think too many people were expecting this. The score here in Ann Arbor is
Michigan State 20, Michigan 7. He kicks it off. And he'll return this one from the 7.
gets out to about the 31. So let's see how the defense will hold up now as this offense comes out for their next drive. First down, 10 yards to go.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun.
He's scrambling. Runs with it, and he's got room. They'll bring him down at the 43.
I'm telling you, quarterbacks who can run the ball are so hard to stop. You have to scheme around them, which takes the best coverages out of your defensive playbook.
First and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. They'll work from the shotgun. Throws it deep downfield. Throws it and it's caught for the touchdown. The wideout makes a big catch there.
Hey, whenever you have a receiver who can make plays like that, you just want to get the ball in his hands and let him do the work.
Listen up, my friend. That was a tremendous throw by the quarterback, too. Don't forget about the guy slinging the ball all over the field out there.
And he converts the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary.
Michigan ready to kick this one off. Kicks off. He's to the 10. Brought down at the 32. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. High formation here. Excellent open field tackle. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5. 2nd and 4 coming up here.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen.
And they make the stop
Around the 43-yard line.
Nice first down run. If I were calling the plays, I'd run the ball again right here.
The defense comes up tight on the coverage. And they swap out the running back now for this next play. They work the right side, and there is nothing going there. The back gets 3 on the carry.
And that's the safety who stepped up to make that tackle.
Yep, this kid loves to creep in from the safety, and there he makes a big stop.
Ace backfield. And they use motion. Back to pass. He's looking for his man. It's broken up. The safety comes up with a nice play.
Nice job with the safety here, sitting back and playing center field, and then seeing the ball and coming up and simply batting the ball away.
3 wideouts here.
They'll run the option.
He's got an opening.
Gets out to around the 38.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't think there's anybody on the field right now that could beat this guy in a foot race.
I agree, Brad. He's in a class by himself when it comes to speed.
And you can't coach that kind of speed. You either got it or you don't.
He's tackled right around the 26-yard line.
Nice little pitch and catch with a wideout.
The quarterback and receiver spend a lot of time together. The coaches say they stay after practice just working on their timing, and right there it paid off.
They'll work from the shotgun. Knocked down, incomplete.
Man, oh man, nice play by the defensive end there.
This is exactly what they teach you to do. If you can't get to the quarterback and wrap him up, try to get your hands up. That's just what he did, and the timing was perfect.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen.
They'll run the option, and he just got drilled. That'll be a pickup of a yard.
1 yard gain on the play.
And here's another 3rd down. They line up in the shotgun, 3 wide.
Looks to pass. Swatted away.
Boy, that's a good stop there on 3rd down.
Yeah, and that play looked like it might have gone for a 1st down, too. He had a receiver open downfield.
It's up, looks long enough. So the junior kicker isn't able to put it through.
That wouldn't be an easy kick with good weather conditions. And a little bit of rain, that gets really tricky.
He was kicking them from there in the warm-ups, so I know he can make that kick.
Yeah, he's got the leg, but it's a little bit different in warm-ups when you actually have time to set up for a kick than actually doing it in the middle of the game.
And down he goes.
Around the 30-yard line.
They gained 5 yards there.
5-yard gain.
2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They come out with 4 wide out. And it's knocked down.
Boy, that was a good defensive effort there.
The ball was there, but the defender beat the receiver to it. Nice play.
It's 3rd down and 5 to go. Ball on their own 30.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation.
Fires deep down the left side. It's a tip drill. And what a pretty pass that time.
That pass was as good-looking pass as you'll see all year.
And the big pickup through the air has made it 1st and 10. They're packed in tight on the line. And he's tackled at the 31-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and the halfback gets about 7 yards.
On the play.
They come out in a nickel. Takes it right and brought down right away. And he gets a yard on the run.
Here, the receiver needs to do a better job of holding his block on a corner, or there's no place for the ball carrier to go.
And once again, they'll come to the line, try to convert on 3rd down. And we got a new man in there, running back. He makes it to the 28-yard line.
3rd down has been the charm on this drive.
Well, it's been all about execution. When it comes to calling the right play at the right time, they've been able to do it here.
The defense is in the nickel. They work the right side, and there is nothing going there.
3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain.
It's 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 25. Going with the shotgun here. He's scrambling. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. And he's pushed out of bounds, setting up a 1st and goal. So they go on the ground and pick up another 1st down.
Yo, nice run and good job to keep the chains moving.
They are stringing together a nice little drive here. If they keep this up, it'll be hard to keep them out of the end zone.
On the ground, right side. Strong run by the halfback to get into the end zone.
He's a pretty sure bet to get 6 when you're this close to the end zone.
Trying to take the lead. Here's the extra point. And he adds the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He kicks it. He makes it out to maybe the 29-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. The defensive backs moving in closer.
Backfields in an offset I formation.
Drops back on first down. Complete. They'll bring him down at the 35-yard line. About 6 yards on the play.
And that one will move them a little closer to the sticks. Nice 6-yard gain.
2 tight ends here. Gives it up the gut. And they make the stop
Right around the 48-yard line.
That is a nice job of avoiding the tacklers to get the first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 48. One-man backfield. Pass is tipped away.
What a play by the defensive back.
He knocked that ball out of the sky before the receiver had a chance to do anything about it.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 48. The defensive backs moving in closer. On the ground, left side. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play. The defensive end came through to put him away.
Nice job of utilizing his athletic ability to get in there and then make a sure tackle.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 42. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense.
He's tackled at the 38-yard line.
Look out. If you're one-on-one in man coverage, you can't let your man beat you to the inside on a post route. That'll be a new set of downs every time.
And folks, it's neck and neck as we head to the final quarter of play. The score here at Michigan Stadium.
Michigan, 21. Michigan State, 20. First and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
They line it up with 3 receivers.
Throws left, picked off. And that is an absolutely huge turnover for this defense. They couldn't have picked that off at a better time.
Just a horrible decision by the quarterback trying to force that pass, especially at this point in the game. Why did he throw that pass?
Yeah, this is not the time for an interception. Now this offense has a chance to get back into the game.
Defense lines up with 8 men in the box. They'll work the right side, and there's nothing going there. The offense couldn't get those linemen blocked, and they'll lose yards.
Well, here the defensive lineman did a great job at sealing up the hole at the line of scrimmage.
The defense sets up in the nickel. Looking to throw. They'll make the sack. Again, this kid got into the backfield for the sack.
This offense really has to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
How many times are they going to let the cornerback get in on that blitz and make the sack? This guy is supposed to be covering people, not making sacks.
Can't find anyone open. He's going to air it long. The defender had his hands on it, but it's incomplete.
How about that play, Coach?
Kirk, that's exactly how you teach a player to defend the pass. Do anything possible to disrupt the play. You don't necessarily have to make the interception to make a big play on defense.
That's very true. Now they'll have a 4th down situation.
So let's see how the defense will hold up now as this offense comes out for their next drive.
They'll go to work at the 20. First and 10. And they swap out the running back now for this next play. Steps out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
It's all about chipping away at the defense. Even short yardage completions can have a way of building a quarterback's confidence.
Ace backfield. Here's the halfback. He's taken down
Around the 30-yard line.
That's good enough to pick up the first down.
Not a bad run at all. He came away with 5 or 6 yards, and this offense will take that every single time.
One-man backfield. And he's tackled at the 42-yard line. What a run!
Man, this kid can flat out fly. A lot of kids are fast, but there's not many guys out there that can run as fast as this kid in pads holding on to the football.
I agree with you, Lee, and he has such a natural running style.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field.
Handoff, and he's met immediately.
These guys have the capability to gain solid, consistent yardage. They have to regroup, come out a bit more motivated next time.
The defensive back's moving in closer.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're the quarter's defense.
Tackle at the 46-yard line.
I like how this kid can use the sideline just as well as he can make plays in the middle of the field.
That's right, Kirk. They call that versatility.
That's right, Coach.
There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense.
They'll go with the run once again. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. Second and 13 coming up here. Ball on the 49-yard line. The defense comes up tight on the coverage. It's the tailback. They'll bring him down at the 44-yard line. A 5-yard pickup for the tailback.
It's 3rd and long, and at this stage of this game, they probably have to go to the air.
Backup running back comes into the game now. Back to pass. Has time. Dangerous throw. This one's picked off. He's at the 40. He's taken down at the 35. He steps up and makes a big turnover.
Yeah, he just made a huge play right there. He knew what was coming all along.
You can't throw interceptions like that. You just can't.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 35-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. And they make the stop
Around the 30-yard line.
4, maybe 5 yards on the run. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 30. Michigan.
Up a point. Just over 2 minutes in the game.
Lost the ball. Football.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
Well, the offense is helped out by that defensive penalty.
You bet they are. That's an easy way to pick up yards.
1st and 10. They come out in a goal line set. Halfback gets the call, and he answers big time. The defense might have just run out of chances with that first down right there.
You're right, Brad, but I'll tell you why. They just didn't win the battle in the trenches.
Yep, this offensive line definitely left it all on the field today.
It's first down. They'll try to get it in from the 5-yard line. They're crowding that line of scrimmage.
The defense calls a timeout.
Michigan, 1st and goal, about to go up by 2 scores. And there they are, folks, the Russell Athletic players of the game. He gets another carry. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. Second down. Here they go, only 2 yards from pay dirt.
It's power against power right now on the field. Both teams have their jumbo sets out here.
1 yard loss for the halfback.
1 yard loss on the play.
Big play here for both teams. It's 3rd and goal from the 2. They line up in the jumbo set. Halfback gets the call, and he's got the touchdown.
They have the lead by a touchdown, Kirk. Things are looking pretty good.
Yeah, but they aren't out of the woods yet. This team doesn't have too much time to work with, but they can still move the ball down the field to try to tie this game up.
Yeah, but the pressure's on them now. We're about to see how good this 2-minute offense really is.
And he converts the extra point. So with just over a minute to go here in the fourth quarter, our score, Michigan 28, Michigan State 20. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Kicks it away. He's to the 10. There's a player injured, but it looks like it's just a stinger. It's now make it or break it time for this offense. They can make up the deficit right here. Throws back across his body, and this one's intercepted. Tackle made at the 35-yard line. Oh, no, they really didn't need that.
No, they didn't. And now it puts them in a situation where they have to get a stop.
And as a quarterback, you can't give up an interception late in the game. You got to be more careful with the football.
First and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. They're packed in tight on the line. There's a player shaken up on the play. So it's 2nd and 13. Ball on the 39. They line up in the jumbo set. Hands it to the back. And he's taken down at the 36-yard line. The back gets 3 on the carry.
And that's the freshman who got in on that tackle.
Yep, this was a great play. The safety came down from the secondary and held the ball carrier to a short gain.
3rd down now, and they need to get it to the 25. They come out in a goal line set. They run it for the first, and he stopped. That's a nice run, but it's short of the first down.
Heck of an effort by this kid, but he just couldn't get to the first down marker.
Good play by the defense to stop him just short.
4th down. This will be about a 46-yard field goal attempt. He gets it up, and it hits the upright. No good. And that should do it. Our final tally in this one. Michigan 28, Michigan State 20. Kirk, any final thoughts here as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance?
Without question, this is a tough loss for these players. Michigan State played a great game, and they should be proud, but I was not impressed with the way they worked the clock towards the end of the game. Wiser play calling and better clock management, in my opinion, would have made a difference in this game.
Well, that does it for this presentation of NCAA Football 09. For Kirk and Lee, I'm Brad Nessler. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.